Hi everyone, thank you for coming back to the BNS channel. Alright, so today I have earrings on, and yes, it looks like I'm wearing the same thing, but I'm not, it's just my sweatshirt. However, I feel like I'm doing Groundhog Day because I am on my way back to the school that I did a fundraiser at yesterday, but it's going to be tonight because it's actually 4 o'clock. Yesterday it was around 1 o'clock when I did my video. Now it's going to get dark a lot quicker. Oh, and I forgot that I have to make a stop. Hold that thought. Well, I wanted to make a stop at the bank, but they were closed. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 4:10 in the afternoon, and the bank was closed. I didn't get that, but that's okay because there's some really exciting stuff going on in my life right now that I want to share, as well as a lot of other people. We just finished registration. Actually, it's still kind of open because there's some spots that are still open and people haven't done all their registering. They're registering yet. But do you remember last year when Ben and I went to Punta Cana? Well, this year we are going to, wait for it, Costa Rica. I'm so excited. Right, I earned the trip for two plus the exclusive activity is what they're calling it, exclusive activity. And by the way, the roads are very, very bumpy because we've got tons of frost heaves. The temperature is fluctuating so much here right now that the roads are coming apart is basically what's happening. So I'm just all over the place here. So, last Monday, not yesterday, but the Monday before, I registered for my pick out of the 6 locations that were being offered, and Ben and I chose Costa Rica. So we're going to be going in May to Costa Rica, so be looking for that video because I'm sure we're going to have plenty. And we got 2 things to pick. So like what we did in Punta Cana, and you know what? We could have picked all kinds of different locations, and I think the biggest thing for Ben and I is it's so stinking cold where we live that any opportunity we can go to someplace warm is where we want to go. So we picked Costa Rica, but we got to pick my exclusive activity, which is going to be a spa day. Now, we had a spa day in Punta Cana, and it was actually kind of funny because both of us, I'd never had an authentic massage. I mean, I've gone to massage therapists and have had massage, but I've never been to an actual spa to get a massage. So both of us were a little bit outside of our comfort zones. We felt a bit out of place. We weren't really sure what we were supposed to be doing. And of course, we couldn't do it together because of the way they had it set up. The men were in one part of the spa and the women were in another part of the spa, and then you just kind of met at the end. So Ben is the kind of person that, I mean, he'll try new things, but if he's not told what he needs to do, he'll just go right through to the end. So like in the spa, when we got done the massage, we could go into the pools. There were some infinity pools, there were some whirlpools, there were some saunas. There was a bunch of different options for us to go and sit and relax and have some tea and that sort of stuff after we had our massage. And Ben walked right by it. So he waited for me in that waiting area for quite some time because I was in the whirlpools and the infinity pool. And oh yeah. So that was kind of funny. So when I talked to him about the fact that we were going to be having another spa day, he actually looked at me and he's like, oh, he says, yeah, I can do that this time. He says, I'm going to know what to do. So that was helpful. Our second, what we're calling our excursion, because last year with Punta Cana, we swam with the stingrays and the sharks. So that was pretty cool. And did I take any videos? I don't even remember. I know I took videos, but did I share them with you guys? I don't know if I did or not. Anyway, so last year I swam with the sharks and the stingrays. That too was kind of a... Ben doesn't know how to snorkel, and we didn't scuba dive, we were snorkeling, and he actually, I believe, had a panic attack. So he ended up going back to the boat, and I went off, because I actually was a certified lifeguard for many years. So I know how to swim, I know how to snorkel, I know how to do all of that stuff, and I love the water. So it's been on my bucket list for a long time to swim with the dolphins. Well, I didn't swim with dolphins, but I swam with the sharks and the stingrays, and to me that was just as good. I absolutely was in heaven. Loved it. So we're not doing water this year. This year, I'm going to be checking something off my bucket list again, because we're going to go ziplining, and I am so excited. I cannot wait for it. I think Ben is scared out of his gazoid. You got to remember, Ben is a woodsman. He is a logger. He is not a simple man as in a bad way, but he just keeps things simple. He is laid back, hasn't really had the opportunity to try a heck of a lot of new things, but yeah, well, he's gonna do it, and I know he's gonna love it, but we watched a video of it the other day, and I don't think he's overly thrilled. But guess what? We're going. So that's what Scentsy's gonna pay for. So that's all part of my trip. That's all the inclusive part. It's unbelievable. I think we're going to pay by ourselves for another excursion. Because I know that when we went to Punta Cana, we had a lot of pool time, we had a lot of beach time. We could have actually gone and done some more excursions, but again, this was new for me. I didn't realize that we could do that. So I think, I'm not sure, but I think we're going to do an ATV tour, which is basically four-wheelers out in the jungle on a tour, get to see animals. And by the way, there are 3 things that I need to see. 1 is a monkey. I need to see a live monkey. 2, I need to see a waterfall, a legit nice tropical waterfall. And 3, I want to see butterflies, and because butterflies in the jungle are so much different, right? And of course, you guys all know that I am like the butterfly attractor. I love them. I love them. However, after the ziplining tour, or after the ziplining adventure, they take you into a butterfly garden. So I'm actually going to be able to see the butterflies as part of my free excursion, and that is just thrilling, completely thrilling for me. So I rambled on and on and on. This is 7 minutes in, and I'm still talking about Costa Rica. You're going to learn more, obviously, when I come back, because I'm going to share it all with you. But I want to share some other stuff that's going on. Costa Rica is amazing. I earned it. Ben and I are going. We're going to have a blast. The other thing that's happening is in 16 days, I'm heading to Boise, Idaho. Now, if you're from a different direct sales company and you come and watch my training and my channel and that sort of thing, Boise, Idaho is the corporate headquarters for Scentsy. And Edie is going to boot camp. You heard it, boot camp. They offer directors and above a 2.5-day boot camp. So it's basically to cram your head with knowledge of how to be the best leader that you can possibly be. And on the last day, because we now have a wellness center within Scentsy, we're going to be doing, I don't know what she's going to be doing. We're going to be exercising, but I think she's going to kick our butt the last day that we're there. So I'm pretty stoked about that too, especially since I'm back on this health kick. Marlo is our health coach, our wellness coach, and she's going to be leading up a wellness class for us, and so that's going to be pretty cool. We just got our emails today confirming who our roommates are, so that was awfully fun. We have a group on Facebook that we put together because we're considered boot camp number 22. So it's the 22nd boot camp that Scentsy has put on. We actually created some t-shirts, and I'll plug in a picture of it here for you. But we created these t-shirts because Boot Camp 22 stood for Deuces. So we call ourselves the Deuces Wild. And so that's where that t-shirt comes from. Like I said, we picked out we didn't pick them. We got assigned our roommates today. So everybody was finding out who their roommate was. And of course, me being silly as I was barraging my roommate with questions about whether she snores, whether she slept naked, whether she needed to have the TV on, whether she liked to sleep cooler or warmer, whether she was a hog in the bathroom. Yeah, I was being very funny with her. And she is at work, so when she gets home, she's going to see all of these questions on our group page, and hopefully we'll get some laughter from it, because it seems like it's going to be a pretty good group. Numbers-wise, there are about 70 to 80 of us that are going to be at Boot Camp 22, so that's a nice small crowd, pretty intimate with our learning, and that's going to be fun. Also, with Costa Rica, with the incentive trip, there were about 1% of all Scentsy consultants that earned the trip. So if you're watching this video and you're one that earned the incentive trip, then congratulations to you, because you're in the 1% of top earners for the incentive trip, and that's exciting. That's very, very exciting. Okay, so what else? There was one more thing. Oh, we've been planning for convention for a while, so there's basically 3 events that are going to be coming up for me personally, where boot camp's going to be first, because that's coming up in March, this coming couple weeks here, and then Costa Rica is in May, and Indianapolis, which is the Scentsy Family reunion, is going to be in July. So all this fun stuff is going on. I'm so excited. I'm going to be traveling and traveling and traveling like a fool, but I love it. I love to travel. So yeah, I wanted to share all of that with you. And if you are not a Scentsy consultant, then why not? Because it is so much fun. We have a blast. We earn trips. We make money. We make friends. It's just been an unreal journey. And I don't know why you're not on it. Really. All right, well, because this was a Scentsy video, I want to remind you that you need to want something, to desire it. Then you need to work for it. You need to strive for it in order to achieve it. You are never to give up. Don't ever give in, and always stay true to who you are. We'll see you the next time. Bye.